I started a fake bird watching club to eat lunch alone. By graduation, we had 40 members and saved our town's wetlands. My first day of junior year, our high school principal announced a new policy. Students could no longer eat alone in bathrooms, stairwells, or classrooms. We all had to use the cafeteria. As someone with social anxiety who'd spent 2 years eating lunch in the library, this was my nightmare that afternoon. I panicked while staring at the cafeteria's sea of cliques. Sitting alone would mark me as a target. On a random table wasn't an option for someone who got lightheaded. Asking to borrow a pencil? On impulse, I approached the activities director, Miss Chen, and blurted out that I wanted to start a bird-watching club that would meet during lunch periods. She seemed surprised, but handed me the form, which required 5 member signatures and a faculty sponsor. I had exactly 0 friends to sign up and couldn't imagine asking a teacher, but I was desperate. I forged 5 interested student signatures and listed my biology teacher, Mr. Kaplan, hoping he'd be too busy to notice when the form crossed his desk. 2 days later, Miss Chen found me in the hall. "Great news, your ornithology club has been approved. You can meet by the East Courtyard picnic tables during lunch. Mr. Kaplan is thrilled to sponsor Parent. He's apparently a huge birder himself." My stomach dropped. I created a club for a hobby I knew nothing about, with a teacher sponsor who was actually an enthusiast. But it was too late to back out. That lunch period, I sat alone at the East Courtyard picnic tables with a notebook, pretending to document birds while eating my sandwich in peace. As promised, no administrators bothered me. I was officially in a school-sanctioned activity on day 3. My solitude ended when Mr. Kaplan appeared with an actual pair of binoculars and a field guide to North American birds. "So where are we keeping our species list?" he asked enthusiastically. "You have no idea what that is, do you? You are not really a birder?" Red-faced, I confessed everything: parrot, my anxiety, the library sanctuary, my desperate ploy for solitary lunches. I expected anger, but instead he sat down. "Listen, I was a lot like you in high school," he said. "How about this parrot? I'll actually teach you about birds, so this isn't completely fraudulent and you can have your quiet lunch spot." For 2 weeks, it was just me and Mr. Kaplan. He taught me to identify local species, and I discovered birds were actually fascinating. The courtyard had regular visitors, peregrine cardinals, chickadees, and an aggressive blue jay we named Principal Johnson for his habit of stealing food from smaller birds. Then came the turning point. Ellie Kim, a quiet senior I recognized from math team, approached our table. "Is this really a bird club?" she asked hesitantly. Before I could respond, Mr. Kaplan enthusiastically said, "Absolutely, Sophie here started it. She just spotted a yellow-rumped warbler yesterday." Ellie sat down and our fake club gained its first real member within a month. We had 7 regular members paired, all quiet kids who I realized had been looking for their own escape from the cafeteria chaos. We learned together, pooled money for a decent pair of shared binoculars, and created a field guide specific to our school grounds. By winter, something unexpected happened. We discovered that the wetlands behind the school's athletic fields turned a place we'd started visiting during our Friday extended lunch periods. Mater was slated for development into a parking lot. The area was home to several species we'd been tracking, including a great blue heron we'd named Gandalf. When Ellie suggested we try to save the wetlands, I nearly laughed. We were the school's most invisible students, painter. How could we stop a construction project? But Mr. Kaplan encouraged us to try. Our campaign started small, tiered a presentation to the student council flyers with photos of Gandalf and other wetland residents. To our shock, people cared. The environmental science classes got involved. Then the art department created installations about wetland habitats. Soon the school newspaper ran a feature on our club's efforts. By spring, our Don't Have the Pond petition had over 600 signatures, including most of the faculty. When we presented it at a town council meeting, 3 local news stations showed up. The council tabled the parking lot decision pending an environmental impact study. At our final meeting of the year, we took a group photo of all 40 ornithology club members by the saved wetlands.